Home of the truth. And if you ain't UPK, you in the motherfucking way. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Harlem, New York, 125th Street. How you mention UPK and didn't mention me? We the home of the truth, bitch, nigga, what you mean? How you mention One West and didn't mention me? No excuses, no cowards, only soldiers roll with me. How you mention UPK and didn't mention me? 144,000, I'm prepared to serve the king. How you mention One West and didn't mention me? Look, I eat, sleep, shit, breathe, UPK every day. Get about that Christian church. One West is the only way for righteous leadership and brotherhood. This the only place. A lot of people say they got it, but we know them bitches fake. So I'll be One West to the death, to the end. UPK versus everybody. All we do is win. Undefeated since 69. Pussy, try again. I'll be damned if we ever lose to the likes of them. Commander Junior Hunter ain't no coward. You know who he is. Held on to this truth with no excuse. That's what he did. Showed us how to build a nation. Every day we put in brick. Get that all put on her head and take an oath and never quit. And I mean that shit. Every word that I'm saying. If you cross the fucking line, I'ma show you I ain't playing. And I stay war ready. Every word that we hanging. And I still rock my shield of David like I'm gang banging. Bitch, we Harlem, New York, 125th Street. How you mention UPK and didn't mention me? We the home of the truth, bitch, nigga, what you mean? How you mention One West and didn't mention me? No excuses, no cowards, only soldiers roll with me. How you mention UPK and didn't mention me? 144,000, I'm prepared to serve the king. How you mention One West and didn't mention me? Hey, Shalom, Israel. Yabba Shishbakatah. Oh, crap. My screen is looking rough out here.
All right.
No, we ain't on mute. It's just the green screen is looking, ain't
Yeah,
looking so,
wonky.
yeah, it ain't looking so green.
All right.
You're going to have to fix that. Bear with me real quick. Have to fix that. We're going to do it like this. That ain't no better. There we go. That's a lot better.
Okay.
There we go, Israel. That's a lot better. Now you can see my pretty mug.
Right.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. Another episode of Moment of Truth podcast, man. Episode 15. This will be the episode that we will be giving away free merchandise to brothers and sisters that rock it out with us, man.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? We in the building, man. We got a couple of good stories that we're going to bring you. Let me scoot over so you get your ugly mug in the camera as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Got a couple of stories, man. Couple of stories. Something you want to get into before we get into it, man? How you doing, man? You good?
I'm too wild, man.
You ugly as hell. I just want to bring that out.
You damn right, sir. I agree with you.
What's
You're
up,
right
man?
when you're right.
Right? Listen, I'm just here to speak the truth. This is the moment of truth.
Right.
Now, go ahead. Let's get into it, mighty man. What you got for us today?
I ain't got too much heat today. I just want to talk about this, this devil Trump. He is pretty much just going on a whole spiel about, when 2024 hit, his goal is to come back and, rule over America again.
Right.
Which, me personally, I ain't never been so excited for something in my life.
Hey, listen, let him get in office. I can't wait.
Right.
Hey, vote Trump, everybody.
Right.
If you ain't Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you definitely need to vote Trump. If you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, hey, just sit back and watch it. That's all you do. Sit back and watch. If you ain't in the One West, then ISUPK to Commander Junior, make sure you do so immediately because this is going to be the last safe haven, man. We see what's going on, man. Let's go ahead and get it. It's a lot.
Nah, that's all good. Trump on 2024 run. I will probably have to do it again. Former President Donald Trump said Saturday that he would probably run for the White House again. to a potential 2024 rematch against President Biden at a rally in Rodstown, Texas. Trump, who was campaigning in Republicans for Republicans in the state, continued to push unfolded claims that he won 2020 election. I ran twice, I won twice. He said, I did I did much better the second time than I did before. The former president noted he got a million he got millions more votes in 2020 than 2016 and more votes than another sitting president in the history of our country by far. Like this is basically, like I said, just him just going on a spiel about how how his votes went up each year. Like even with people, contending against him, he still had the upper hand. And like we already said, man, like we vote Trump. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
Like man, like this is gonna be a glorious thing, man. And it's not for the reason that y'all think. The reason why we say it's gonna be a glorious thing is because instead of Biden, sitting on his butt and being a closet racist, for lack of better terms,
Right.
versus Trump, who's out there in the open and let you know how much he hates blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Like that's the thing. When Trump was in office, y'all understood who Trump really was, and y'all understood his motives, and y'all knew to separate yourselves from him at that time. But once Biden got in office, he put the cloak right over your eyes. He blinded all y'all. He had y'all under a magical spell. He still got y'all thinking that he cares about black people.
Yeah, all that anger went right out the window.
Right. All that anger went right out the window. Everything that y'all had going against, the oppressor when Trump was in office, it was there. But as soon as Biden got in office, they had the Obama phase again. Yeah. They thought he was the second coming of Obama.
Yeah, all that anger. The only thing, listen, like blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man, we are so easily tricked. Right. Like we are so easily tricked and manipulated. One thing somebody has to do is say sorry.
Right.
And we forgive them. You know what I'm saying? Even if it ain't the person that did it, if they apologize on the behalf of their race, we'll accept it. Go ahead.
They be apologizing. I'm sorry that you offended me.
Right. Exactly.
Not I'm sorry for, murdering, robbing, raping, and pillaging. I'm sorry that you offended me.
And the oppressor be like, I'm sorry that you think that I
owe you an apology.
Yeah, I apologize for you thinking that I owe you an apology.
Right.
Like that's the oppressor spirit, man.
And we accept it.
Yeah, we do.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians will accept that. They will accept any little thing that they count as a win. Like, prime example, the devil that ended up killing George Floyd, that stood on that brother's neck for 9 minutes and murdered that brother on live everything, man. Live Facebook, live Instagram, live television, for God's sake.
Right.
He murdered this brother on live. And this devil was convicted and, sentenced to jail, which nobody knows how long he was sent there. Nobody has any information on any of this, but yet and still you want to count this as a victory, which we all know the ISUPK knows the truth behind it. That devil, they put on a dog and pony show for y'all. That devil's still walking free, and he's still out there doing his own thing. He is still out there living his life. He might mess around and have witness protection. That's probably what it is.
Are you talking about the cop?
Yeah.
I forget they didn't give him a lot of time. They didn't give him a lot of time.
Oh, so they gave him time, it's just not a lot.
Yeah, they gave him time, it just wasn't a lot.
Oh, that's what I was saying. I was like, he probably still walking free. They just put on a dog and pony show for y'all.
Yeah, I forget how much time they actually gave that devil.
Right.
Hey, Shalom, Cap. I thought that was Captain Kapar. Lucky. Hey, Shalom, y'all better rock the thought.
But no, yeah, even if they did give him time, they're gonna give him the bare minimum.
Right.
Compared to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who can't even get caught with a gram of weed and go to jail for life.
Damn right.
Double your life sentence.
Hey, listen, niggas is doing more time in jail over weed than devils is doing over murder.
Right.
You get caught with a sack of weed, you going down, nigga.
Right.
These devils is out here still committing mass genocide and nothing coming behind it, man. Right. And this is, listen, we can't all blame that on Trump, man, because this has been the spirit of America from the beginning. The only thing Trump did is just bring it to the light. That's all Trump did. Trump just made it more acceptable for people to see. And that's well, I can't even say acceptable. More
more harsh for white America to really show their true colors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's all white America really want to do. White America is like the majority of white America is really tired of being closet racist.
Right.
They don't want to have to hide their hatred for black people anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they don't care about why black people are mad, why black people are going through the things they're going through. They don't care.
Right.
Flat out. They don't give a damn. Like, shut up, nigga, and die quietly.
Right.
Like, that be their spirit. And we are so destroyed that we think that, it's just a majority of them. No. I mean, it's a select few of them. No, it's the majority of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is how all of white America feel, to be honest with you.
Right.
Because who are the people that's fighting against it? Nobody fought against Trump to say Trump was wrong.
Right.
They fought against Trump to say, Trump, shut the hell up and quit telling all our secrets.
Right.
Quit telling how we really feel.
Right.
Quit putting us on blast. Because what Trump did, whether you know it or not, like it or not, understand it or not, when he was out being an open racist like that, it started to unite Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people.
Right.
Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people started to come together. They started to move different. White America was feeling the effects of that because their businesses weren't being patronized like normal.
Right.
As soon as that dollar starts to go away, shit changes.
Right.
You take your money away from white people, and their whole personality, their whole spirit changes behind it, man.
You said it started to be extra racist. It
No,
started to come to the forefront.
no. When you take their money away, they want to try to concede and and act like they understand it full of compassion and mercy. Then, you know what I'm saying? That's what they start doing once you take the money away.
Oh yeah, I get what you mean.
But as long as you long as the money is good, they don't give a damn. They're
Right.
gonna be more racist. In
Right.
today's America, racism is selling more than ever.
Right.
Racism is selling more than ever in today's America. Let that sink in. You get what I'm saying? And if it keeps down this trend, eventually they're just gonna say, "Well, fuck it. Let's select my language. Let's put these niggas back in chains."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The racist rap music is selling. The hatred for black, anything that has to do with hating black people, is selling.
Right.
Nigga, did you just add yourself in?
Nah, it just brought me in.
Yeah, most high Christ. What's going on, Bungad?
So nothing much. Ready for this show while
Damn
dealing
right.
with the baby, multitasking. You know how it go.
Right? Hey, that little nigga always got a mug on her face. I didn't see her smile ever until I seen her in person.
Right. So she woke up
Right.
choosing violence.
Yeah, she wakes up choosing violence every day. Man, come on, son of Christ, man. Niggas, he got the baby with him, man. Bring her back to Tribe of Gad, one baby at a time around this thing.
Right.
Damn right. Well, what we was going over, Bungad, was we was talking about the story Shinya brought out, talking about how Trump is basically going to go on a war campaign in 2024
Yeah.
to get back in office, man, and how the oppressor, they waiting on this. Some same people that supported Trump, they didn't disappear. They just sitting back and waiting. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They hate Biden with a passion, not because Biden is for black people, but because they want their opportunity to be open racist again.
Right.
That's what they want. They want that opportunity to be open racist again. They want to make America great again in the white man's eyes. And in the white man's eyes, when America was great again, when America was great, is when niggas was in chains, suffering every day. They can just do what they want to do, how they wanted to do it to a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. And that's what the world is really going back to. That's why you don't see these oppressors being convicted of crimes that they commit against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
Nobody holds them accountable. Nobody gives a damn. It's just die in silence, Negro. That's what you do. Die
Right.
in silence and enjoy dying in silence. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And at the end of the day, man, we can never forget as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that the oppressor is the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of.
That's
Point blank-
right.
Point blank, period, man. You had anything else you want to bring out on your story?
As far as that goes, not really that little story. But I wanted to touch on this real quick. It wasn't nothing too big either.
Go
It
ahead.
was just talking about this this homosexuality beach day or something like that.
They got a gay beach day?
Yeah, yep.
Jesus Christ.
That's what it's looking like. Yep. It says out and about host says, well, let me rephrase that. Right I don't even know how else to really explain this. So it says out plus about host. I don't know if that means out and about or if that's some for the LGBTQ
It might be
community.
like some type of gay podcast or something.
Like homosexuality out.
Right? And they literally call it Gay Beach Day.
Yeah. Yep, says Gay Beach Day at the Cradle.
Mm-mm-mm. Literally, they let you know what they are. It's a gay beach day.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Man.
Right.
So in
Indianapolis.
other words, it's monkeypox day. You
Right.
already know it's about to be spread like wildfire when all them homosexuals and LGBTQ members get up out there. Is all kinds of disgusting orgies and sex in public and Lord knows what else. Just spreading, the disease it is the Lord plagued them with.
Right.
Hey man, they're gonna be like that one character off of the boys, the deep. They're gonna be in there molesting the fish. Like I feel bad for the fish. They got to deal with all that gayness
Right.
in they area. The fish ain't with that.
Right. So the monkeypox is affecting our water.
Right? Monkeypox gonna be in the water. They keep playing. The fish gonna end up with monkeypox.
Right. Dang. They're gonna start. This is gonna start affecting the food products and
Yeah,
stuff.
you ain't gonna be able to eat. We already ain't got that many lawful fishes that's sold in the stores now.
Right.
Now all of it about to be infected with monkeypox.
Right.
Going crazy with these homosexuals, man,
Right.
and they spirit. This is truly the spirit of Sodom and Gomorrah in this place, man.
Right.
That America is pushing so prominently and dominant throughout the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
A new LGBTQ events organization in Indianapolis is hosting a Say Gay Beach Day as it kicks off a series of monthly programs for a local queer community and its allies.
Jesus Christ. That the local queer community and all of the allies, if you support the LGBT community, this is definitely the place that you want to be.
Right.
Like, and my thing is this: why don't Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? Well, we know the answer, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Why don't Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians get this kind of support for the pain and suffering that they go through? But you got all this energy and all these resources to throw goddamn gay parties every month.
Right.
You got all these resources to throw homosexual parties every goddamn month. Go ahead, please.
I was gonna actually add on to what you were saying. Like that right there just goes to show, like the LGBTQ community has more rights than a Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian who has suffered for 400 years, versus this community who claims they have suffered like Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Yeah.
Like they literally have more rights, so much to the effect that it literally overshadows everything that Black people have going on. Like you said, if black people got even half of what the LGBTQ community has as far as notoriety,
resources,
yeah,
and the notoriety,
resources and notoriety.
Listen, keep us in the shadows. Give us the goddamn resources.
Right.
We don't want people to look at us too much because the oppressor is still the devil, and just looking at us makes the oppressor wants to murder us.
Right.
So keep us in the shadow, but give us the goddamn resources. Give us the resources. We know how the hell to stay out the way. Them Black people that want to be in a video like Charleston White and all these and T.I. and Kanye, let them stay in the open.
Right.
Me and my niggas, we gonna operate from the shadows like a bunch of ninjas. Just give us the resources to build our nation up and feed our people and protect our people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they refuse to do it. They will do it for the gay community. They will do it for the Chinese community. They will do it for the Asian community. They will do it for the African community. You damn sure know they're gonna do it for the white community.
Right.
But the Black community, you niggas got to figure it out.
Right.
And this is why it's so important that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians need to come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, because that's the only way that we're going to get protection in this goddamn place.
That's right.
They making up more gay holidays.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. Pretty soon, this is going to be a big trend, a big event every goddamn year. And so and it's a month-long celebration.
Yeah, well, monthly.
Oh,
like it's multiple months.
Oh shit, monthly?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're gonna do this every month, every other month.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Like, good night. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like, man, come on with that, man. And this is why go ahead, priest.
No, you can finish that one.
Man, this is why the Lord must come back and burn this place down to the ground, man.
Right.
This is why we pray for the fall of Babylon, man.
Right.
Because this is what they push as opposed to actually serving the Lord and doing the laws that and following the laws, statutes, commandments. I thought America was built. I thought it was all about God and country.
Right.
But that goes to show you, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, woman, and child, that your God is not the same God as the white man.
Right.
The white man's God is himself.
Right.
Well, that's all I have, priest. Go ahead.
Oh, so like I was just gonna say, if you're Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, like you better start paying attention to what days it is that this beach celebration is gonna fall on every month, because you're gonna want to keep your children from going to the beach on that day,
Right.
because not only are they gonna be exposed to all kinds of vile, you understand, things it is that the homosexuals are doing, but your child's also going to be molested if they end up going to that beach.
Right.
And they're going to come up missing. They're going to come home with monkeypox the next day. You understand? Like, our people, with us accepting this American spirit of loving everybody, and not judging people for their lifestyles. You understand? We've grown to accept homosexuals, and that's not how it is that the Lord would want us to be. The Lord would
Right.
want us to you understand, keep our social distancing from homosexuals, from the
Right.
LGBTQ community. He'd want us to not accept them within our communities. But because the Christian church has failed our people, and because they've taught our people to just love everybody and to not judge anybody, because of that we've been destroyed as a people. And it's not just with the LGBTQ community, it's with our oppressor, it's with the Asians, the Arabs, the Africans, all these heathen nations.
Right. Hey, listen, it's funny that you say that, man, because I just went over that in camp yesterday. Yep, yesterday. I was making sure. Yep, today's Sunday. So that was
Yeah.
yesterday at camp. We was talking about the so-called Jewish man, right? And how black people can be anything. Like prime example, if you black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, if you're a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian man, right, you can then say, well, listen, I don't want to be a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man anymore. I want to be a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian woman now, and nobody will say a damn thing.
Right.
You won't get canceled. In fact, the world is taught that they have to accept that.
Right.
You can change your goddamn gender, right? And nobody will say a damn thing about it. You know what I'm saying? You hey, they fighting so you can't even give your kids a gender that you don't so you don't have to so you can't give your kids the gender they're born with.
Right.
Your kids are now allowed to wait till they grow up and decide whether they want to be a boy or a girl. Like a rod is just something you can pop on later on in life. Like there it is. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you gotta wait till you're 14 for your body parts to, grow or something. I don't know what the hell the oppressor's doing. Well, actually, we do know. But the point is this: you can be anything that you want to be. You can be as gay as you want to be. You can do whatever, but you cannot then choose to follow the Lord and be a servant of the Most High and be the Lord's chosen people.
Right.
Then you get canceled for that. The same way that they canceled Kanye West, same way that they canceled Nick Cannon. Like they're not canceling this gay culture. In
Right.
fact, with Bangad, what you was bringing out was so heavy. He was like, you want to keep your kids away from the beach. It's to the point that you want to keep your kids out of public schools, public libraries, things like that, because they are allowing the LGBT community, the drag queen community, and all these people that push this gay agenda to go into these places and put on shows and performances for your goddamn kids and to teach them that it's okay to be gay. When
Right.
you're teaching your kids that it's okay to be gay, they're teaching your kids that it's okay to sin against the Lord.
Right.
It's okay to put yourself first in any situation that you choose to put yourself first in, which is taking away the concept of community, which is taking away the concept of duty, which is taking away the concept of loyalty. Like these are things that we need to keep in our community, not just because this was going to help our community thrive, but this is because the Lord has said for us to keep these things, man.
Right.
So it's so wicked. And now, once more, instead of them doing something for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who need it the most, they're making more gay holidays and events just push this community so heavy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To push this community so heavy. And black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, woman, and child, you got to separate from these people. Everything that they are doing, this stuff right here, the article that Shinyan just brought out, this is a act of war.
Right.
Whether we know it or not, like it or not, understand it or not, this is a war tactic because it's only about keeping blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians disassociated from the Most High.
Right.
As long as they're not serving the Most High, they get these other nations don't have to serve our God. Not
Right.
right now, anyway. They don't have to. Now, when he comes back with them 200 million angels in Christ, you get what I'm saying? Christ's going to return with them 200 million. Everybody going to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. But for right now, this ain't for them. That's why they're able to do these things and nothing happens. But every time we decide to do these things, look what happens to us, man.
Right.
Look what happened to us, man. Before I get into my story, anybody else got anything they want to either touch on this or bring a story of their own they want to bring out? Because I got two stories I want to jump into real quick.
I just want to say shalom, Lord Christ, and the mighty men in the room.
Yeah, I'm right.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, but
shalom.
Shalom,
How y'all brothers doing?
Hey, man, we doing excellent, man.
Right.
You here? We doing excellent.
Right.
Yeah, right, man. I know you came in at the end, but we went over two stories about Donald Trump basically declaring his war campaign in 2024 and the LGBT community making up more gay holidays, and they're going to do it bi-monthly. Not only can you be bisexual, but they're going to celebrate them bi-monthly.
Right.
They're going to make everything bi.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
These people is the worst.
Right.
These people is the worst, man. So I'm about to go ahead and get into a couple of my stories, man. This first one we're going to touch on, man. This is something that's near and dear to my heart because I see a lot of black people falling down this rabbit hole, especially listening to these goofy ass black women who in their mind, anything outside of a black man is considered great to them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we about to pull this story up real quick just to show them that they living in a goddamn fantasy world. Let me get this out the way.
Right.
Here we go right here. Y'all see that?
Come.
Now, I
Christ.
can't remember who sent me this story. Or did I send who sent me this story? It was one of y'all. Did I send it? I can't remember the root of the story, but one of us found this thing.
Oh, that was me.
Most High Christ. Yeah, and the crazy part is I had seen another story. I was looking for it. I couldn't find it. But this is starting to become a pattern in this community right here, man. In this Instagram biracial, what they call it? No, the mixed couple relationship thing. What they call it? Swirling.
Juggle fever.
Interracial relationships.
Yeah, but it's something else. They call it swirling or something.
Oh yeah, they got like a swirling movement.
Yeah,
Something like
a
that going
swirling
on.
community.
It just sounds gross.
Yeah, like the ice cream.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, it just sounds gross.
Yeah.
You mean I want ice cream no more?
Hey, yeah, right.
Said I'm only eating chocolate now.
Right. Hey, Quattror went old school with it. That nigga said jungle fever. That show what they used to call it back in the day during segregation, when segregation first ended. Even then, you know, black people and white women, like black men and white women weren't supposed to be together. White man could always get a black woman because you know, the white man's prerogative, and everybody didn't see nothing wrong with it.
Right.
Like black women would date a white man and then come right back to the black community, and we would accept it.
Right.
We would then take her after she didn't Officer Tarab call them ghetto gaggers. After she didn't ghetto gag her way through the whole white man community, we would then take her back. But when white women went outside they race to do things like this, right? They was disowned.
Right.
They was shamed.
They were shunned upon.
Yeah, they weren't allowed to come back into their community. Now there's a whole swirling push community now that supports this interracial relationship stuff, and you can see the agenda being pushed because if you don't see a gay commercial, then you're going to see an interracial commercial,
Right.
and you only see interracial commercial with black people in it. You never see like a Chinese person and a white person in a relation interracial commercials. You never see
Right.
anybody else in these gay commercials or interracial commercials outside of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
You don't see it. So these agendas right here is being pushed. And as you can see, this is the outcome of it. Fan only models. Go ahead, read that for me, if you would. I'll give it to you.
OnlyFans model Courtney Clinton, Courtney Clinton, heard on 911 call after boyfriend stabbed. Baby, I'm so sorry.
Don't act like that, computer. Play the video.
Right.
Let this soft mineral melt in your mouth
There
to
it is.
rebuild your gums and teeth, and never need a dentist again.
Right.
There it is.
People are
There it
fixing their receding gums, decaying teeth, gingivitis, and
Yeah,
tooth
this
infections
thing
all by
tripping.
letting this special mineral melt in their
They
mouth
get
every
free
morning.
advertisement off us.
Maverick
Right.
Dr. Drew Sutton has just discovered this powerful sweet mineral that can regrow your
Uh-huh.
teeth and gut.
I hear you.
Let's get the free advertisement
Yeah.
off. So, yeah, we know we put the skip out of here, but you can get it.
It's all under my name. I pay the whole rent. He has never paid a freaking dime of rent. And he somehow made like friends with him. I broke up with him. My mom came out. To like help me break up with him, and I just couldn't do it. He slept in my elevator room inside of a couch. I hope that there's a camera. He slept inside of a couch in my elevator room, which is stop. It wasn't supposed to be here.
We get down here to the lobby area. Her boyfriend comes charging towards her.
There it is.
She's trying to get in the middle of it. So I told Artisha to go get the keys so she can go back into her unit.
What?
Yeah, we got the keys.
My boyfriend. I hate him all. Like, he hasn't paid any rent. I'll hold it down. I broke up with him about a week ago. I had my mom fly out. She stayed with me for a week. She tried to like get him out, and he kept sleeping in the elevator room inside of my like extra couch. And somehow I said, okay, Mom, like it's cool for you to go home today. I think I got it from here. I literally like, took him to the airport this morning. I stayed in my apartment all day. I didn't take my dogs out for like 8 hours because I was afraid that when I came down here, he was going to be down. And when I did come down, I walked my dogs, and he was telling me he wouldn't leave me alone. I said, please just walk my dogs in peace. We're not together.
Courtney, does he have any property in your apartment?
He has so much. Can I, with respect, can I please? I just like my house, and I want him. Okay, the police are here. I want a restraining order against Christian Gonzalez.
Is your questions are making much of an?
I am. Right now, like I have not always been a victim, but like right now, I'm a freaking victim in a situation. I'm scared to go down here to walk my dog. I just walked him. I told him, you don't have a chance, and now all of a sudden, this is all happening.
What's his name?
I just Christian Tobechu Kurobim. So like,
Christian?
Please, just like don't.
You know what the
I
funny
like how
part
nobody
is?
bleeped that out.
Right? You know what the funny part is? Like that name don't sound like a nigga name.
Right.
That name don't sound like a nigga name. But I play this video because of this, man. You see how she's accused of stabbing a person, right?
Right.
She's accused of stabbing a person, and there is nobody has anything to say about it. Like they not like where is the aggressive spirit and like with her?
Where's the hostility? at?
Yeah, like black
Ain't
people.
nobody aggressive.
We
with
don't
that.
even be accused of a violent crime, and we get gunned down by the goddamn cops.
Right.
Black people get gunned down by the cops on a wellness check.
Right.
Right.
Well, this black person, he just lost his mother. He's been seeming very depressed and suicidal. I ain't heard from him in days. Would you go check on him? And the police show up and goddamn it kill us. This bitch has literally stabbed a person.
Right.
Why didn't you perceive her as a goddamn threat?
Right.
What? They didn't ask where the weapon was. Or where's the knife that you stabbed him with? They didn't ask none of that shit.
Right.
They like, so he doesn't pay any bills.
Right.
Go ahead, Mighty Man. Somebody want to say Quatazar?
Come on. So like, why wasn't she detained?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Hey, talk about he ain't paid rent since he's been here. It's okay because I hold him down. I can't even walk my dogs. Like, shut up, girl. She could have been a handcuff in the back of a
I was
cruiser.
like, bitch, you ain't let your dogs out in 8 hours? Get animal control here immediately.
Right.
She is neglecting these dogs. This is crazy.
So someone get Peter on the line.
Right? Like, come on, man. This is the problem with interracial relationships, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. How
Right.
do you think these white people really feel about you?
Right.
She immediately went into victim. I don't ever play the victim, bro, but I am so, I just don't know what to do right now. So
Right.
my thing is this, bitch, you called the police after you stabbed him. You didn't think to call the police
Or
before?
you stabbed him. Right. I was thinking the same thing.
Nobody,
Right.
somebody make it make sense for me, please.
Salakia. If I may.
Damn
Did,
right.
did she say she flew her mom out there to help break up with him?
Yep.
Did you fly your mom out there to help sleep with him?
Right.
Good night.
So before she called the police to help get this man out of her house that she want out so bad, his bitch spent $1,000 on a plane ticket to fly her mom out there to help do what again? Kick the nigga out? He just wouldn't leave. You wait till after you stab him to get a restraining order. She should be locked up immediately. She should get locked up immediately. But you know why? Because everybody's standing around. Even a nigga that was out there snitching on him, he was we seen him charging towards her. Just the motherfucker Salaki in my language. Salaki. He was probably about to beat her down after she stabbed him. You get what I'm saying? Somebody stabbed me and think they gonna run off. I'm gonna charge after him too. It's a stab for a stab around here. You ain't getting off that easy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's always about when in these interracial relationships, right? This is what you have to realize. Whether it's a black man or a black woman, when a white person is involved, it's not about what they did wrong. It's always about what the black person did wrong.
Right.
Prime example. When that one white football player beat that black woman damn near to death, and when the police came, like this devil wasn't even in cuffs. She got up and ran out the house and called the police. The police standing there talking to this nigga, talking to this goddamn devil, right? And they like, you know what I'm saying? They like, she called the police on you. This devil said, well, shit, I thought she was dead.
Right.
He said all this while not handcuffed. He admitted to attempted murder
Right.
and still wasn't handcuffed. Somebody make it make sense, man. Somebody make it make sense for a nigga. I don't get it. And here's what I really don't get. Why us as a nation still want to sleep with these heathens.
Right.
We still want to be a part of their goddamn nation, man. Why we still want to try to, you know what I'm saying, be like these people love us, man. These people, goddamn it, hate us, man.
Right.
It's all sitting around listening to this conversation like this filthy nigger did what?
Right.
And then not only that, but they said that they had her on the 911 call saying, "I'm sorry, baby." You don't say that to somebody that you apparently have a problem with.
Right.
You're not gonna say, "I'm sorry, baby." You're gonna be like, "I told you to get out. I said this. I already called this." Like
you defended yourself.
Yeah, she took no procedures to do the right thing. She didn't get a restraining order ahead of time. She didn't call the police ahead of time. She didn't do any of the things that normal citizens are supposed to do according to the eyes of the laws, and she's standing there scot-free.
Right.
Like when I'm hearing like this is how you would explain it to us. Like she had no paper trail to cover up her tracks.
And no
paper
paper trail.
She just acted out of emotion and stabbed the man, and then called the police like she was the victim.
Right. That's what she said. She clearly said, "I don't usually do the victim thing, but I am such a victim today."
Right. Like I was scared to take out my dogs. If you were scared to take out your dogs, then why didn't you think about calling the police before then? If you're too afraid to go outside and walk your dogs, some's obviously need to escalate.
Right.
You need to start taking procedures then and there.
You listen, that makes sense to me. How you gonna be afraid to take your goddamn dogs out, man?
Right.
Like that goes to show you, man. Them white woman tears is worth a lot of money. Them white woman tears, it took her a minute to get the momentum up to start crying. Did you see her?
Right. Yeah.
She was working on it.
Yeah. Right.
She was trying to get them tears out, man.
So look, just give me a second.
So like if I may.
Damn right.
I was gonna say too, she, like you said, she flew her mother out there. She has all that money, the availability to leave the apartment. All she had to do was go and get an eviction. $250. You spent thousands on the flight. You could have got him evicted and up out of there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Procedurally correct, the correct way. You You know what I'm saying? She talking about how much rent he's never paid. Well, you don't have to pay rent in certain states. All you gotta do is have one bag and stay the night. Now
Right.
you're a permanent resident. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
she could have went and got an eviction. You know what I'm saying? And got him up out of there. She didn't want him to leave.
She didn't.
She had to kill him.
She was too busy on the ride.
Right.
That's what she was. Too busy on the ride. But they didn't treat her like a goddamn criminal is the point that I'm trying to make.
Right.
Even though she committed a criminal act, they didn't treat her like a criminal. Every encounter that Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man have with the police, we are treated like a criminal, even if we are the ones who engage in calling the police. Even if we the ones that call them. I think somebody broke into my house. The police pull up and act like you the one that broke into your own goddamn house.
Right. So what possessions did you have?
Right.
The suspect obviously had a reason for breaking into your house.
Right.
You know you got drugs in there.
I seen another video where a dude literally got locked up for standing on his own porch because the police told him to go in his own house, and the dude said, "I don't have to go in this. This is my property. I'm on my porch. I don't have to go in the house." Police walked up on his property, snatched him off the porch, put him in cuffs, locked him up. Hey, that nigga gone.
Right.
I pray that he sue him and get millions of dollars from them goddamn devils, man. You understand? But
Right.
that's the point that I'm trying to make, man. If you don't understand that America is racist and more racist than ever in 2022, you're never gonna get it. People
Right.
make it seem like, well, life was a lot easier back then. They make it seem like life was so much harder back then in the 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s and this generation have no reason to goddamn complain. What the hell do you mean? How is life harder then than it is now?
Right.
Hey, that's a valid point. I don't know who said it to me the other day. There was like we didn't have to go through what they went through back in the day. And I'm like, the fuck? They were equipped for what they went through back in the day.
Right.
Now things are changing, but it's still messed up.
Listen, you know what the big difference between back then and now is? Back then, Black people stayed together.
Right.
They had their own.
Back then, Black people knew to have each other back. You wouldn't see no Charleston Whites back then.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
You wouldn't. That Black dude that was right there in that video, her boyfriend came charging. He wouldn't have testified to nothing. Even if the Black person was wrong, he wouldn't have said a goddamn thing. We would have came together. You see white people defend white people whether they right or wrong. You see Chinese people defend Chinese people whether they right or wrong.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. This is something that we've always did in our household. If I come up on a situation where there's a problem between my family and some people, you know what I'm saying, some devils in the world, my family's in the wrong. You think I'm gonna tell my family they in the wrong right then and there? Nigga, we gonna blaze on all them goddamn devils.
Right.
I'm gonna act like everything that they did was the absolute, had every right to do it.
Right.
I'm gonna beat somebody up. It's gonna go there. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And then when I get home, I'm going to check my family in private.
Right.
What the hell was you thinking? Why the hell would you do that? But you think I'm gonna check them in front of the enemy?
Right.
You've lost your goddamn mind.
Right.
I'm never gonna check my brothers and my sisters in front of the enemy. Never, ever.
Right.
Hell no. That's not how that goes. We gonna listen. It's us against the world.
Right.
Then when we get home, I'm gonna tell you, you know you was wrong.
Right.
You know you was goddamn it wrong. You get what I'm saying? That's what every other nation does.
Right.
Every other nation does that. Listen, the white man knows that the white man is he knows that he's a beast.
Right.
The white man knows the crimes of all these other heathen nations. They know them, but they don't never admit. They will never admit. The ones that do admit, when you see them boot kisses at camp and the other white people, they look at the other white people and discuss, how dare you admit to the wrongdoings that we've committed.
Right.
Everybody knows that white privilege exists. Everybody knows that America was built off of racism, off the backs of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. But nobody will ever admit to them atrocities.
Right.
Nobody will ever admit to them crimes. No devil on the face of this planet would ever admit. And the ones that do admit get banned as traitors in their own nation.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? They don't tell each other they wrong in public.
Right.
They say it at the dinner table.
Right.
But they'll never do it in front of their goddamn enemies. And that's why every white person to this day celebrate Christopher Columbus like he's a hero.
Right.
They know this devil was a murderer and a rapist and genocided and stole and you name it. You name one crime that this devil didn't commit.
You just made me think about something. That's why when white people get pulled over, they hop out the car and storm like, "What the hell are you doing? I'm not a nigger. You're supposed to be policing them, not me." Like, you know,
Right.
that's
You're
like
absolutely right.
in lieu of what you're saying though. That's heavy. That's real heavy.
You're absolutely right, man. And we got to realize, man, racism is alive and well, man. I got one more story I want to get into, man. This one ain't going to take too long, man. I'm about to pull it up right now. This one is going to be funny. This one is going to be funny, man. Let's get in real quick, man. Go ahead if you would.
How you pronounce it? Kankakee
High School. Kankakee High School teacher.
Yep, that's why this word uses racial slur against student officials.
Let's get this.
You gonna read the bottom so they know what they in for?
Yeah. I'll mute that one. Go ahead.
Yeah, a Kankakee high school teacher has been placed on paid leave after saying a racial slur.
My fault.
Now you good.
That's supposed to be the damn video. They didn't put Illuminati on me.
Right.
Let's go ahead and finish reading.
A Kankakee high school teacher has been placed on paid relief.
What kind?
On paid leave.
What? Say that again.
Paid leave.
Keep going.
After saying a racial slur to a classroom in an incident that was caught on video.
I don't know why they're not playing the video. The pressure's the goddamn devil.
That's right.
Kankakee School District 111. I don't know what. Dr. Genevieve.
I think that's abbreviation for superintendent.
Oh, so yeah, I don't know how to read all that. Said a teacher used a racial slur after getting into a minor conflict with a student who was leaving the classroom.
All right, go ahead, get a little bit more.
Administrators at the high school said they reviewed several videos in the incident and took statements from students who were in the classroom. The teacher has been placed on paid leave pending a full investigation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The video is a system of a much larger societal issue,
Mm-hmm.
Walter said in a statement. Although this is a disheartening situation for our students, families, and public education, the root of the problem must be addressed in a systematic way. In light of the circumstances, we are proud of how the students handle the situation.
All right, now let's stop right there. I'm gonna tell you about it since they playing with the goddamn video. The pressure is such a devil. Earlier, that video showed the incident and what happened.
Right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and talk y'all through it. Now, what happened was the student asked for a book. I don't know if he forgot his book or whatever the case is. He asked to borrow a book. The black student did. The white teacher took the book and threw it at him, like literally launched it at him, and started talking crazy to him. And the black student, with such grace, got up and was like, "Man, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like you owe me an apology. Why would you throw a book at me like I'm a goddamn animal? You're like, you out of pocket. Why would you do something like that? If I was to do it, it would be an issue."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then the white teacher to him, now first of all, this is a grown man.
Right.
The white man is a grown man, and he's arguing with a student, a child.
This is a kid.
He's arguing with him, back and forth, arguing with him. You get what I'm saying? I'm a grown ass man. I ain't about to argue with no child. That's stupid.
Right.
But he's arguing with the child, right? And the child said, "You owe me an apology." The teacher was like, "No, you can get the hell out of my class. I don't owe you nothing," right? So then afterwards, here's what happened. The teacher ended up putting him out the class, right? And then as he's leaving the class, the teacher was like, I don't know if Most High Christ, this the video. I'm about to pull it up right on Quattro. I don't know how the hell you found it. This article should have had it, but of course, the oppressor being the devil. So I'm about to pull up the video. Bear with me so y'all can see the video.
Just like niggas are coming clutch.
Right? Let me pull up this video real quick. Man, that's mighty work on that. Y'all got to see this video, man. This shit. And I know me as a parent, it would have been a problem.
So
Me
come.
as a student, I wouldn't have accepted that.
Me
Right.
as a student,
Me personally, I wouldn't have took that.
right?
What does Smokey say? Man, let's jump. Like,
Right,
Hey, what they say on that Jordan meme? And I took that personally,
right.
right.
So you know, I took that personally.
right? Straight up.
Nah, me and that teacher, we did a boy. I'd forgot all my home training.
Immediately.
Man.
So up, activate kill mode. So activate what now?
All right. Yeah, bear with me. I'm pulling it up right now.
Nah, that just goes to show how much he oppresses the devil the Bible speaks of right
Yeah,
there.
right.
That's right.
Look at this student, man. And it, like you said, by all grace, somehow this brother still had the enough nerve to keep composure.
Man.
No. Why would you try to hit me with the book anyway? Try to throw it. You could have said it. I could have came back. You could have told the kindergarten to come get the book and then give it to me. Oh, quiet now, huh?
You hear what he said?
Yeah.
Listen to it.
Oh. Yeah.
You hear what he said?
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm about to run that back one more time.
Oh. Yeah.
One more time. This is when I'd have been up there as a father catching charges.
Right?
Oh. Yeah.
Man, I don't think I could say is that would have been the last time he ever used that word again.
The
Right.
thing is, like, I couldn't even imagine just even if I wasn't the brother that got kicked out of the classroom, even just being a regular black student in there, I'd have probably lost my spit off of that.
Man, you hear me?
You call me and say that word again. I'm sorry, teacher. Oh yeah. Hey, step outside real quick. I gotta talk to you real quick. Come on, let's step outside. Come on.
Listen, man. And this is the educational system that we send our kids to on a regular.
Right.
You think he's the only teacher that feels like that? You think he's the only teacher that says that? Listen, this is why I encourage black people to pull their kids out of goddamn public schools, man.
Right.
Like, you shouldn't be sending your kids to learn anything from a race of people who, goddamn it, hates them.
From our enemies.
From our goddamn enemies. Like, this is why as soon as I was able to, I pulled my kids out of public schools. Soon as I was able to, I pulled my kids out of public schools. This is why the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge is so important.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna go ahead and say it here, man. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge is the only HBCU on the planet. This is the only historical black university college ever to exist.
That's right.
If a white man is involved in it, it is not a HBCU.
That's right.
This is the only historically black college on the face of this planet, man. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Pull your kids out of these white schools and put them with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Because ain't no goddamn devil ever going to talk to my child like that.
Right.
He ain't going to say it. He wouldn't have the audacity to say it in front of other black students. And that's the thing. Them little black kids, they bust out laughing and stuff. Like, that's that scared. Like, they don't know what to do.
Right.
They don't know what to do. And the reason they don't know what to do or say is because they haven't been trained what to do or say.
Right.
And mind you, that devil said that, and he got a paid leave.
Right.
Paid.
Leave. Kanye West just said black people are the real Jews, and they canceled the shit out of him.
This is a grown man.
They didn't pay nothing.
Right.
They took the money away.
Right.
Good
They
night.
took the money away. I'd be surprised if they didn't freeze the nigga bank account.
Right.
And it's his money.
This is a grown man saying what his mind, what his mind believes.
Right.
This is, if anything, this is just his opinion. This ain't. Don't even take this as factual. This is his opinion. He got taken off of all social media platforms for his opinion.
So
But
Lucky,
yeah,
It-
it's still
it's actually fact. Somebody said something.
didn't Chase Bank kick out his 140 million back to him?
Exactly.
You can't do no business here.
right.
Good night.
Out of all the racist things being done, listen, they didn't do none of that stuff to none of these white people who get caught saying racist things.
Right.
I bet you that teacher that said the effing nigger, I bet you they ain't kicking his bank account out.
Right.
Right.
I bet you they not. I bet you the teachers credit union bank, they ain't like, nah, you gotta close your account with us.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? We done watched a white woman stab a black person. We done watch a teacher just talk, denigrate, and disrespect a student. And we bring stuff out like this all the time, man. And I got a question. You really think it's a goddamn conspiracy theory? Is that what you think? Or is America really racist? You always see some type of coon somewhere talk about, well, America's not racist. Cops kill white people. Cops do this. Cops do that. Well, you know what I ain't never seen? I ain't never seen a black teacher talking to a white student going, you freaking hunky.
Right.
You freaking white monkey.
Right.
Right.
You
Freaking cracker.
you freaking cracker. Whatever the little white racial slurs is.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? They don't suffer. You get what I'm saying? And even when stuff like this happens, we look at it and we glance over it and we don't care. We don't support it. Like niggas was so quick to march over this and that and blase scoop. That whole city of Chicago should be marching. Y'all march for stupid stuff.
Right.
This is something important, man. You should be marching to get every goddamn white teacher in that building fired.
Right.
Yeah.
We gotta quit letting these heathens teach our children. If that's how he felt about the student, you know he don't give a damn about teaching the student nothing right.
Right.
The educational system right now to this day is still trying to pass laws to switch up the whole education system. They don't want to talk about slavery no more. They call it involuntary relocation.
Right.
Go ahead. Go ahead,
So
Bree.
Lucky, where's Child Protective Services? You know, that's a young man. You know what I'm saying? You call him an effing nigger where in a place where he's supposed to be safe. No. All those students need to be removed from his class. Paid vacation. He needs to lose his pension and be thrown in jail.
Right.
I do you one better. Y'all remember the beginning of the conversation?
The young boy and the teacher?
Yeah,
He was reasoning with him. That's why he threw the book.
exactly. The teacher threw a book at him.
Oh yeah. So.
Right. That's why
That
I
is
said
assault.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
is
God.
assault. Criminal charges should be brought up on that teacher. Why ain't that teacher in handcuffs?
Right.
We seen a white woman stab a black man, no handcuffs on him.
Right.
We just seen a teacher throw a book at a student and afterwards hurl a racial slur.
Right.
That should be a hate crime. If
Oh,
I was to
God.
walk up to any heathen nation and punch them in the face while hurling a racial slur, it would be a hate crime.
Right.
Even if I didn't connect, if I was to take something and throw it towards them and miss them while hurling a racial slur, that would be a hate crime.
Come. So
So
Lucky,
what
didn't
I
you-
miss? So what? Even if he didn't hit him, he attempted to, and then hurled a racial slur at that child. That is a
Right.
hate crime. But see, we
Oh,
glance
oh.
over stuff like this in the world because we just want to love the oppressor. We'll do anything to love the oppressor. We'll do anything to try to be a part and be accepted by him. Let me tell you something. That white teacher don't give a damn about being accepted by black people. That's why he
Oh,
said,
yeah,
you
right.
effing nigger. Think I'm going to take this stuff from a effing nigger?
Right.
A little effing nigger boy? Like, man, when are we going to learn that all these devils are racist?
Right.
Right.
So
When are we
Lucky,
gonna- when are we going to learn? Go ahead, priest.
like you were saying, they come at us for doing what we're supposed to do. We cry loud and we spare not. You know what I'm saying? That oppression that young man faced, it pisses brothers off like us in the ISUPK. So
Right.
don't ask us why we're talking with such strong language, you know what I'm saying? How we're rude in speech, you know what I mean? Understand, if those other kids in that classroom were in the true HBCU, the ISUPK, they wouldn't have stood up for that. You know what I'm saying? That teacher wouldn't be having no paid vacation right now.
All them students on their phones would have knew to immediately, hey, somebody stay recording. I'm calling my father right now.
Right.
I'm calling such and such from the ISUPK right now. This ain't gonna fly.
Right.
They wouldn't have had to wait till they got home and posted on the internet. That would have been corrected right there in that at that moment.
Right.
Niggas would have popped up like it was a camp day.
Right.
I can tell you one thing. Like before I pulled Shinya out of school, how did I pop up at your school?
EPK down.
I popped up, nigga.
Ready for
I
warfare.
had spikes all over my head, spikes all on my arms. Man, you know what I'm saying? I walked up in that thing, nigga, spiked out.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I looked like a soldier. Everybody was scared to death. But I tell you what, I'll tell you one thing that everybody also did. They respected and knew, hey, no matter what we do, we ain't gonna say nothing crazy, do nothing crazy. We ain't gonna bring that energy to this kid. This kid has real protection.
Right.
This kid has real protection. I call it the Django effect. You can't treat me like the rest of the niggas.
Right.
I'm not like the rest of the niggas.
Right.
You understand? Ain't that what he said? You can't treat this boy. Django's a free man. Don't treat him like the rest of the niggas because he ain't like the rest of the niggas.
Right.
That's the spirit that you want to have. Like if that child had protection the way he's supposed to have it, you get what I'm saying?
That would have never happened.
Right. First of all,
that teacher would have thought twice.
First of all, one of our students, one of our sons, one of our daughters would have knew immediately to call the police on that teacher.
Right.
Right.
I'm in school and this teacher just assaulted me. He threw a book at me. I want to press charges immediately.
Right.
I want to press charges immediately. He threw a book at me. He tried to assault me. He tried to attack me.
Right.
I want to press charges immediately. White teachers do it all the time. You ever see a black student touch a white teacher like, ah, you're going to jail.
Right.
You're going to jail right now.
Funny part is, I actually just seen a video like that not too long ago. It was two brothers that was fighting in the classroom. And a brother, I can't even say fighting. One brother was getting attacked by another one. He was trying to, defuse the situation, get up out of there.
Right.
So he's running around trying to get up out of the way, and the teacher's in the way. So he moves around the teacher, and I guess he bumped into her by accident.
Yeah, he grabbed her by the shoulder.
It went like a huge shove. It was like a watch out. I'm trying to get around you. Teacher was like, that was sexual assault. I'm going to be pressing charges on you. I'm like, yo, this man is being attacked. You're a teacher, and you're not bothering to help the student, but you're talking about sexual assault.
She's standing there and calling nobody, ain't doing nothing.
Just watching it. Like, man, the press is the devil, the Bible speaks of, man.
Right.
And whether you know it or not, like it or not, understand it or not, the truth is America is racist.
Right.
America is racist.
Right.
It ain't no such thing as, it was worse back then. It's worse now.
Right. It's way worse now.
And the reason it's worse now is because black people don't have any unity.
Right.
Black people don't have any compassion. Black people don't have any mercy on one another. Right. Back then, we at least when we seen black people going through it, we felt sorry.
Right.
We suffered with them.
Right.
Now we disassociate. That's them niggas over there going through that.
Right.
I ain't going through that. Nigga, one get bit by a dog, we all get bit by dogs. One get hit with the water hose, we all got hit with the water hose.
Right.
Now it's don't spray me. I'm gonna show you where the niggas is at.
Yes, yeah, just spray him. He the one who did it.
Like we have no compassion, no mercy on one another anymore.
Right.
Man, this place is the most wicked place on earth, man. America's racist. These interracial relationships is gonna get you killed. And these white teachers teaching your child is gonna always hate your goddamn child and not teaching them a goddamn thing.
Right.
Gonna keep disrespecting them, calling them out their names, treating them like trash.
Right.
Point blank, period, man.
Right.
That's all I had on my story, man. Anybody got anything else?
I don't have anything, sir.
I'm too up.
Man, well, shit, we about to go ahead and close it out, man. Y'all go ahead and get it in. Let's get our last thoughts or last moments, man.
Officer Model, are you there?
I gotta go first.
Okay. Now, I was just going to say, man, if you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Indian, stay out of the Christian church, man, and then get that Christianity out of your household. Like what Officer Isaiah was bringing out earlier, if you have a spat with your brother, you're not going to pull a gun and blow their head off. You need to understand that the so-called Blacks, Hispanic, Native American, Indians are your damn brother. And that devil that the Bible speaks of, which is the white man, and the rest of those heathens don't give a damn about us. All right, you got any questions? Hit up ISUPK.com. Find out what city you in, who's your camp leader. Man, start coming to class, man. Start coming around the brothers, learn what true brotherhood is all about. All right, so long.
And it's funny you say that. Just to piggyback real quick off of what you said, Officer Quattazar, that's heavy because that white teacher was a devout Christian. I can guarantee it.
Right.
Where was his brotherhood for that little black student?
Right.
That's all I had.
So where's this God love everybody?
Yeah, where's this God love everybody spirit?
And he definitely had it when he said you effing nigger, because
Right.
the one that they serve is Caesar Borgia.
Damn
We
right.
know about him. So understand who the true, you know what I'm saying, king is, Yahushua Mashiach. You know,
Damn
you're
right.
gonna learn that in the only HBCU. Like you can put that on the shirt, the ISUPK.
I actually already working on a design for it.
Most High Christ. Most High Christ. That's all I
That's why I
got to
went
say.
ahead and said it. I'm like, the shirt will be out in the next couple of days. Might as well
Yeah,
go ahead
right.
and say it. All right. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Bungad, my fault.
Did Shanyo go?
Go ahead, Shania.
All I got to say, man, the oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of, and the ISUPK is the last stronghold for every single black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man. The
Right.
oppressor is always going to be a racist, no matter how long time goes on, no matter how much you think he's going to change.
Right.
Damn right. Damn right.
That's all I got to say, Adawan.
Con, shoot. You know, as we learn through these stories, and every story it is that we go over, our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? And Slaki, Adawan, do you care if I share a flyer real quick?
Go ahead.
Come on, through it. You understand? This is a flyer for a winter gear giveaway. It is that the ISBK is doing on the Menominee Reservation on November 18th. You understand? If you're in Indiana or Indianapolis, you understand, you can bring whatever winter clothes it is that you no longer have use for to our school, 3532 North Keystone Avenue, so that it is that we can better supply the brothers and sisters that are suffering hell on the reservations with the gear it is that they need to not freeze to death this winter. You understand? And if you're in Wisconsin, or if you have any questions in general as to how it is that you can help, or where is it you send donations to, you can call the number on the flyer, which is 312-989-4628, and the brother will answer your call. He'll let you know how it is you can help out. You understand? If you want to volunteer and whatever it is that you want to do, you understand? Just call that number. And of course, pay your tithes. You are not in the truth if you don't pay your tithes. It's as simple as that. And that's all I got to say, other one.
Damn right.
That's right.
Damn right. Hey, I second that. You know what I'm saying? And you gave me an idea. Let me see if I can share my screen real quick. See if I can pull this up one time. Share. Here. Boom. Boom. So this is an event that we will be hosting here in Indianapolis for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, of course, man. And this is an event that we're going to be having where we're going to be providing energy assistance for well, that didn't go good.
All right.
I'll try that again in a minute. We're going to be providing energy assistance. This will be on October 27th from 5 to about 8-ish, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock or somewhere around there. So if you black, Hispanic, or Native Indian in the Indianapolis area, come to the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, the school in Indianapolis, Indiana, on October 27th at 5 p.m. to come get some assistance with your energy assistance. There's programs that a lot of people don't have access to because it's not promoted in the black neighborhoods. So my rib, she works in the government building. The water, I appreciate you. Works in the government setting. She finds out about these programs and she makes sure she brings them to me. So I'm able to bring them to the school. So we're able to do the work of the Lord. So black people can start to get some of this money that all these goddamn heathen nations always benefit from.
Right.
So make sure that if you're in the Naptown area, y'all come down, man, and just go to the Facebook pages on Indianapolis. Indianapolis, you'll see them anywhere. ISUPK Indianapolis, my Facebook page, Shanyan Bongaz as well. You'll see this flyer. Take the information, screenshot it, bring the information on the second flyer behind on the bottom, so we can help get these winter bills paid up, man. I know gas bills is $500 and light bill $300, and we already living from goddamn paycheck to paycheck and can't afford to pay for all this crap. So let's
Right.
take advantage of these little government programs that's meant for these devils, man. They didn't think, they don't promote this kind of stuff because it
Right.
ain't gay. It's a lucky.
Right.
But it's out there, man. So we gonna take advantage. We gonna get it in, man. So that's all I got on that, man. And also the oppressors, the goddamn devil, man. Black
Right.
man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. Make sure that you learn to separate from these goddamn heathens, man. America does not love you. The white man does not love you. All of them are confederate against thee. Go to the book of Psalms 83 and it'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? I brought that out at camp yesterday. Everybody was offended.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They are confederate against thee. And they want the name of Israel to be no more in remembrance, man. That's why what Kanye said, he said the blacks are the real Jews, they the real Israelites, they cancel them.
Right.
Same with Nick Cannon. They don't want that to be remembered, black man. They don't want you to know who you are. They don't want you to serve your God. Black man, black woman, Hispanic man, Hispanic woman, Native Indian man, Native Indian woman. They don't want you to serve the Most High. They want you to keep getting these interracial relationships and dying. They want you to keep sending your kids to white schools so they'll never learn or get proper education. They will
Right.
learn to be good slaves, not entrepreneurs. But like I said, the ISUPK is the only HBCU on planet Earth, man.
That's
And
right.
here you will get all the right knowledge that you're supposed to have. Your kids will become entrepreneurs. You will get the right education, and it ain't just for kids; it's for adults as well.
Right.
Right.
Every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian come to the ISUPK,
Right.
the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. This is the only HBCU on planet Earth.
Right.
You understand? We got you. I know you want your son to play football and basketball and want him to join the team. Well, we got the best team on the planet Earth, man. Come join this team, man. Come be a real athlete.
Right.
You understand? And with that being said, man, that's it, man. Appreciate everybody rocking it out, man. I'm gonna get with the mighty man. We gonna pick a winner for this for week 15, man. You know what I'm saying? I promised some merchandise. We gonna figure it out. And you get what I'm saying? We gonna keep rocking, man. We gonna keep rocking. So with that being said, shalom, Israel. Appreciate the love and support.